A pleasant good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Indeed, this is yours truly, Jajudim to the world. Yes, Jajudim to the world. And it is not customary for me to be on live during the afternoon time like this. But nevertheless, I am on uh, this. This is where I'm going to ask uh, everyone that log on, please, to share. This is very important. This is not church. This is not afternoon jumpstart. This is not none of the alley. This is just an important observation as I was here um, meditating and reading the Bible. It's amazing how silence can speak to you and speak to you loud. It's amazing how silence can show you some things and connect dots. It's just amazing. So I'm gonna ask you to share this one. This one is for popularity statistics because we want everybody to know and everybody to log in. I want to bless up Alta Marie, my cousin for life. Yeah, one love to the world. Bononos Rochelle, one love, you don't know. Yeah, Sister Pamela Grant, you don't know. Yeah. Share this one, share this one, share this one, share this one. You know, it was my friend Bob Marley who did a song that, you know, it's somewhat a comfort to me. I'm unveiling that during this pandemic. I know a lot of people say Amazing Grace, how sweet the song should have been, your comforting song, but Bob Marley did a song that says, don't worry. You remember that one there? About a thing. You remember that one there? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because every little thing is gonna be all right. I tell you, don't worry about a thing. Cause every little thing is gonna be all right. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Three little birds sit on my doorsteps. They are singing sweet songs of the melodies pure and true, saying, this is a message to you. A big tune that. You know, this one is about COVID-19. This one is about coronavirus. This one is about the pandemic. This one is about the trickeries and the slackness and the manipulations that are happening in the world through COVID-19. And I really wanted to share this. I really wanted to share this. This one is a popularity statistics, right? It is amazing. It is amazing. It is amazing. It is amazing. And I sat down here earlier. I sat down here earlier and I was praying, reading the Bible as usual. And, you know, I just felt a strong urge to watch the midday news, you know. Yeah, join me on live. Yeah. I have this urge was to watch the midday news and uh, before the midday news because I was early. I was early when I start watching it. Uh, there was a thing about COVID watch around the world. They are showing you people crying because of COVID-19. They're out of a job. They're showing you farmers in India who just left their dormant, nothing to do, nothing happening for them, children that are suffering in other parts of the world, and no one to care. They show you people in Italy, people in Germany, uh, people in France. They show you a clip from everyone in the world who are suffering because of this COVID-19 pandemic. And it raised a righteous indignation inside of me. It raised something inside of me that I say, you know what, I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live and talk to the people, right? And I see some of my peeps in the inside. As I said, Altair is there, Rochelle is there, yes, Kenisha Campbell is here, yes, Auntie Manila Eddie is here, Pamela Grant is here, and my newfound friend Judith Grant is here. And as I say, it is amazing how being in silence can speak to you. Silence speaks to you. It shows you things. And while watching the television where they're showing you in India how these people literally suffering because of COVID-19, and it's okay when the millionaires and the billionaires had to stop because of COVID, because they have the billions of dollars to live off of, and they have the millions of dollars to live off of. And I'm beginning to think, and silence said to me, Journal, you don't see what is happening. You don't see that is really the poor people of the world is really suffering from this. And they are forcing the world in a corner to say yes to their vaccination thing that they are doing. Welcome, Minister Vivian Nash also. I sat there and I tell you, me and silence having a one-on-one. And none of those things say me mad, me not crazy. But silence have a voice. Trust me, silence have a voice. I started to connect to that. I remember when Mrs. Bill Gates, she's not a prophetess, but she prophesied when they were had planned to go down into Africa to do testing. She says, I foresaw many children dying in the street of Africa. Africa leak out, Africa get to them, and they had to reverse from going to Africa with this testing. People make what muyai. They refused to go to Africa with this testing. So they started to look in the strongest area of the Caribbean. That is Trinidad. That is Jamaica. They start looking to the strong column of the Caribbean. I have heard, I have no proof of it, but the scenarios adding up. The scenarios are add up. Me tell you, no, share that one here, you know. Share that one here. This one is a popularity statistic. Yeah? The scenario adding up. It start add up. Yeah? Trinidad do election, and after election, them have to go up and shut down. Why would any prime minister in their right mind, decide to go election during a pandemic such as this one? Me tell you, me and silence are reason. Why would any prime minister know that people must stay 6 feet apart from each other? Why would any prime minister to know that mass gathering is banned and all of that, and still put the nation at risk to go out to vote in an election? Eh? We don't even start some watch party, because silence revealed some things to me. I have heard and learned, no proof of it, and I'm doing my research. And the day I do my research and prove it to be true, you know me, I'm a big mouth, I come out on the forum. That the Gates Foundation gives some of these prime ministers millions of US dollars to furnish their effort into their elections and other stuff. Why the foundation never done that before? 80 election when Jamaica need help more than anybody else. I was just a little toddler, had to buckle up on that table from gunshot, because 80 election was the most volatile election Jamaica has ever seen. There was no Gate Foundation coming forward. There is no Gate Foundation doing anything. As I said, me not have no proof, but me I do think, but the scenarios are add up. Them are add up. And I begin to say to silence. The truth is, why would any prime minister in such a time, you tell people stay in, you call out people to vote? Something fishy about this. See there, Trinidad gone through with their election and them on a lockdown right now. Jamaica is now where they want to do the testing in the Caribbean, in Trinidad and in Jamaica. Because Africa get wicked upon them and say, if you don't come down, they will not go dead. But you not bring the vaccine, come here, come test. There is vaccine circulating on Facebook that tell you that USA not to be used in the USA, in Canada, and in Europe. Yeah? You can see that it's a decisive effort they're doing. Right? So I am seeing where they are pushing the region to a place to say that this vaccine is a must. All of a sudden, corona rising in Jamaica so rapidly. Me a Jamaican, let me talk about Jamaica. Eh? Oh, all of a sudden, corona just escalate in Jamaica. The death toll just escalate in Jamaica. And people are get afraid and frightened in Jamaica more than anything else, and we are not coward. Oh, all of a sudden, they've spent so much millions of dollars putting out advertisement and sensitizing people to vaccine. Because in all the advertisement, it ends with until a vaccine surface or vaccines will be available or all of these things. Why? Now, I'm going to tell you something, Rasta. I'm telling you something. Jesus asked two questions, and I'll know. Then I answer the question. There is a statement made in the Bible that people not pay attention to. Jesus asked, what shall it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Don't care how much million of dollars you give me. To kill society, it not going to profit me nothing. Because the money just got there and nothing to do with it. No, God have a heart for poor people. And you see, all the poor people that out of their job, I lose them properties, I lose their vehicle, can't take care of them children, can't take care of them family because of this COVID-19, and to see that this is the scheme of mankind to society trying to achieve their egotistical gain and them put humanity at risk. God go and get to know. God go get to know. I ask the question, isn't it ironic? How ironic it is that over 2,000 years ago, Jesus said to a little man, Peter, upon this rock I build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. How comes is one of the Gates Foundation doing that dismantling the operation of the church right now? Oh, coincidental it is that Jesus said the gates of hell. And this man named Gates. Oh, ironic it is that the same man who said the world too populated and we need to control population is that same man now saying they're going to create a vaccine to help human society. Now, the Bible made a statement. The love of money is the root of all evil. Their agenda to make them billions. They don't care about human life. They don't business about human life. Now, I'm going to say something when enough people are going to say, I know I'm pastor, right? Yes, so? You see, until these are the days where we Christians go and have to get up and fight physically for survival. Literally fight. War them. Because you think to say, me go in my house, and you go come to my picnic and give my picnic a vaccine because you want to sell an agenda, all of these things, and me go just sit back and relax with it. So it's wickedness. It's wickedness. Out of the blue, Corona take over Jamaica so. I'm going to start connect the dots. So a money pass for tell lies. So all when a gunshot kill the youth down the road, and you see the big gun bullet hole through his head, you see a Corona kill him. How come since the other day nobody are dead in a Jamaica from nothing else but Corona? People up no there make silence talk to no. Everybody that dead, me just in the midday news, it dead upon the screen. When they say 5 somebody dead and the 5 death of Corona. Is it that the doctors team up with these people to lie? Is it that the morticians decide to lie? Is it that it's a simple heart attack kill somebody and them say a Corona? The next thing, to show you how fast they're pushing this agenda of vaccine, they decide that they are going to stop doing the test the way the test is supposed to done and start mark people from symptoms. So if you have a cold, if you have a fever, if you have a cough, them say a Corona, the blood of Jesus, I make them come to me with that. Make them try come to me with that. Cold, fever, and cough, they about long before Corona. So how comes you're going to stop doing the testing the way the testing is supposed to be done? And because me have a cough and me have a cold, you tell me say me have Corona? Eh? Mas Joe, that's how they limb up them parts. Serious. Make silence speak to us people. Something not right. Something agwan when not right. All of a sudden, Corona goes so zoom in a Jamaica. And I know some people now go try to say nothing pandemic topic here because they're afraid. They're afraid. They really fit die for this. Because the Bible don't tell me say the hidden agenda man going to come. Yeah? They might try to bring it to a one world government thing. Where they might tell you say you can't buy nothing unless you have a vaccine or a chip. You can't go nowhere unless you have a vaccine or a chip. You can't do nothing. Watch the movies. The movies tell the truth of the story. In 2009, they released a movie about COVID-19, and COVID-19 only surfaced in 2020. The hidden truth is there in the script. Yeah? Me, I wonder how comes all of a sudden Jamaica goes so boom and shut off in a coronavirus thing. Till right now, it become a community spread in Jamaica. You know what community spread mean? Eh? It means in every community. The news just said Hanover alone don't record no new case since 24 hours. So how come all of a sudden Jamaica is plagued and terrorized by coronavirus? And we are hearing at the pipeline say the Gate Foundation gives some money to the Jamaican government or whoever towards whatever they are doing. And all of a sudden the money pass. All of a sudden corona just arising in Jamaica. And because the vaccine where they might try to go Africa and the African reject them, they might try to call land it to Jamaica. But let me tell you something. If you know willing to stand up and fight, they might go come kill we out. But I tell us, Sister Judith, one good Christian, and Sister Judith said we have to pray for the people. That's true. That's true, but we have to go fight too. We have to go fight too. I remember the other day, the Lord was telling me that by the end of November, terrible war is going to be broken out. I'm watching on the television where in some states, rebels, not really rebels, But people with them license gun form a team, form a gang, form not really gangster sound too bad, but it's an elite group of people who strap themselves, arm themselves, and ready to die because they're willing to fight and it strike war because of thousands of people armed up with them gun, even more armed up than police and soldiers hitting the street in full block saying it's going to be blood in the city because of what is going on with people. Something not right, people. Something not right. Something not right. Jamaica of all places in the world, it's not that we're better than nobody else. It's not that we're better than nobody else. But they know say it then get Jamaica, then get everywhere else. Because we are trendsetter. Yeah? People so terrified. All of a sudden. So the man just read it on the news. 5 new deaths. 5 new death cases. And all 5 are corona. Nothing not kill nobody else in Jamaica. Eh? They are trying to frighten us. In the meantime, frightening us, sensitizing us so that we say yes to vaccine. Now, it's the same way when they implement the vaccine for your 6-week-old child. Parents were skeptic. Parents was not in agreement. Parents said them not with. What happened to the people that were that born on earth before the vaccine? Yeah. Now it reached a stage where government push us that every pitney were born at 6-week-old have to start get the vaccine as them can't get registered in a school, as they can't do certain things in life because they don't get the vaccination. It's the same thing they are doing with COVID-19. And it is going to get to a place where everybody receive it as the norm, just like the vaccine with the children coming up. And if them don't get these vaccinations, they cannot be enrolled into school and all kind of things. This is where they're pushing it. This is the agenda. And you know what? They decide to use Jamaica Gate. We have to stand up. We have to stand up. So at every angle you go, you hear say in every parish, corona, in every community, corona. You soon start hear them say they find 1 in every 10 household, till it gone 2 in every 5 household, till it gone 3 in every other household, till them tell you, you know what, Jamaica have to come full vaccination. And that a go on. And that the bug of them a try to. And at the expense of poor people. At the expense of poor people. Watch Bible unfold. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers. Bright minds. Bright minds. I know some demon come stand up in front of you with a fork and fiery eyes. But principalities and powers, people with bright minds and in authority, they are going to plan the scheme because of their bright mind. Plan it over our heads, whose mind are not bright as theirs. Plan it over our head, principalities and powers. They have the powers to implement their thought process, the mind creation, the plans. They have the power to implement it. They say lockdown, we have a lockdown, come off of the street at 8 o'clock. Big old 46-year-old man like me, they were going to tell say, don't go through my gate at 8 o'clock and me have to listen to them because you know what? They have powers. Rulers of darkness in high places. Rulers of darkness, the hidden agenda, the truth of their agenda is hidden. You can't see it. So the picture they paint in front of you look like reality, look like the new norm, but they are rulers of darkness. The mastermind hiding the criminal activities, the dirtiness, the hidden agenda. They have they're so serious at what they do. They're such a master at it that they can present a lie as truth. They can present poison as vitamins. They can do all these things, and none of us see it, because guess what? They master darkness. They master lie. Spiritual wickedness in high places. We go and pray, yes. But while praying, we get ready for the fight. Because I tell you, the worst is ahead. It's serious. It's serious. The virus is a man-made thing. It's not from the elements. Anything destroy, hurt, and mankind from the elements, you can say it is an act of God. But when man manipulate things and damage people, it's man agenda. And they know what they were doing, and they had their plan when they're going to implement, and the plan what they're going to do, and that is what unfolding now. So them not care about you would just buy a piece of land and decide to start a little farming. Then a business about you would just open one little restaurant around the corner. Them not care about you would just start a little grocery store. Then a business about you would just kill 10 other animals to sell the meat. They don't care, because their agenda is bigger than you. You is nobody compared to them. Yeah, they want to bring you to a place where you have to say yes to this and yes to that and all of that, and we have to obey under the law. But I'm saying to you that the time going to come where we have to physically fight. Something now add up. And it's sad to see that some doctors refuse to come out and talk about it, and those who come out to talk about the lie that is going on, all of a sudden sometimes they just gone missing. You know, you know more about them. Well, me can go on missing, you know. Then better make sure I send the right one come. Yeah. It is heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking to watch what I saw on television. One 62-year-old woman a cry. She was a doctor's assistant, and since COVID-19, she lost her job, don't earn $1. One little farmer in India planting crop, and because of the lockdown, couldn't sell nothing. I could open my eyes. Now at the time we seek God and draw close to God. And believe me, as night follow day, we're going to fight to survive. Yeah? And I'm saying to those culprits out there, I'm saying to those money grabbers out there, I'm saying to those who love money over people's life, God is going to get you. God coming at you. You can't get away from God. You spread your bed in hell, He might go find you. You spread your bed deep under the sea, He might go find you. That is why they are creating a shuttle bus, a shuttle train right now to reach Mars in record time, because they're beginning to sell property in Mars, because they know what the plan was. They know what is going to happen. But let me tell them this, a God on Mars in its place, and God can sink it. So because they're rich enough, them whole heap of money to do and buy them tickets to go wherever they want to go and do what they want to do. They're manipulating poor people. God have a heart for poor people. I don't know if you stop it, because let me tell you something, you know, if you know hell going 10 times hotter than anybody else hell, it's wickedness going on. And if a prime minister in the Caribbean, in the neck of this wood, team up with these people to do this to their people, God going to string you up on a gallows. You know much children suffering. You know much old people suffering. So if any prime minister sell out them people to collect money for people to use us as scapegoat, don't worry, God go and get you. God go and get you. And what I love with the Christians back then to know, the Christian back then not afraid to turn up and draw their sword and fight. Christians now, chicken. Run and go hide. Make God take care of them. Make God deal with them. The time going to come, we're going to stand up. Physically. We're going to have to defend our families. Physically. We have to defend ourselves. Because they are sensitizing us and bringing this to our pressure. I guarantee you in the next few weeks, you're going to hear that they make it mandatory in Jamaica that everybody must take this vaccine. Remember me telling you another prophecy. I know God tell me I'm watching the signs. I'm watching the signs. They have the Jamaican people so scared right now that if tomorrow they say vaccine, watch the lines. Watch the lines. We're not going to be able to go to the shop and buy. Right now, you see what them started with? No mask, no service. It going to move from no mask, no service to no vaccine, no entry. It's not a prophecy. And I've got to tell me, I'm seeing the signs. I'm reading the follow-up, the events. May I read them? Just because man have their money and decide to push them agenda. But there is a consolation to my soul. The fool and his money shall depart. The fool and his money. Please don't go call me Bill Gates and tell me I call him fool. Me tell you what the Bible says. The Bible said the fool and his money. Why God only put it in a singular column? He never pluralize it. The fool and their money. The fool and his money shall depart. All your hidden plans, because you have money can buy and pay out people, it will come to naught. You need to figure run way. Minister Vivian Nash says the Prime Minister said things will remain the same until a vaccine becomes available. He said it in a press conference just before the election. Same thing. Same thing. Huh? Force them or force the people. Because the hidden agenda makes the money pass. And because they have the powers to dictate to the people must listen and hear. They might use them powers, but let me tell you something. Fireball are going to drop down on some of them in their house. Fireball are going to drop down on some of them someplace on them there. You remember me telling this, and it is not a prophecy. God defend these poor people. In defend them. You can imagine because you have authority. You take some money on that table, put in your account. And you know, sister, I don't love them, love you. Then just I use you as a monkey. Then I use you as a goat. Africa, we need all the money when them think that Africa need. Africa reject it. And tell them if you no land on your gunshot and chop up. And we're going to tell Tarzan, tell the tiger, attack cat, get them. And the lion. I know so Tarzan control the jungle. No, because we know Tarzan down here, we control the jungle. A man, I got to take some money. Let me tell you something, you know. The Bible says if we not pray for the leaders that we land, them are going to rule with a wicked heart, and that happen. Christians get caught up in a politics and a my power, and a my party in a power, so I pray for the government. Yeah? And watch now, the government are rule with a wicked heart, principalities and powers. Bright minds come together and make them plans, and because the powers that them implement, and not care how we see it. And say we now because the power and the authority that we have to go do it. They are setting the foundation for this thing to become mandatory. Africa reject them. So them knock at Jamaica door with some green dollars. And some workless somebody see the green dollars and couldn't say no. And all of a sudden, them at a lie. Me say, let me tell you something. The cases, all of a sudden, Jamaica cases arise. So you lock down the airport like how everybody else lock. You put curfew like how everybody else put curfew. You take all the measures where everybody else take, and all of a sudden there's an outbreak. Oh my God. Huh? Thank you, Minister Vivian Nash, because I didn't know that. Yeah? I didn't know that. But one thing Jesus said, the gates of hell can't prevail. The gates of hell, Bill Gates. Gates Foundation. Gates of hell, Bill Gates. Gates Foundation. The Bible said the gates of hell shall not prevail against the church. And I don't know me and my big mouth, I'm not afraid of nobody. Yeah. When I was Prime Minister, remember when Portia Simpson then get her cross, angry and miserable, and I got threatened her, Portia come out and beat her chest and say, me, Portia Simpson, not afraid of no boy, not afraid of no girl and else. Somebody else just say she's not afraid of. It is sad. Minister Vivian Nash says, when a nation leaders reject God, the people will be oppressed. Oh my God, you can write a book about that. It sounds like Minister Nash. It's the truth. It's the truth. Yeah? And I'm saying to them that they not read Bible for sister every time people come up against poor people, especially poor people who have a heart for God, God defend them. If it's even before the last minute, God will defend them. In spite of all that happening, darkness cannot prevail against light. Girl, you talk. And Poopa Jesus is reality. Because darkness is just the absence of light. Light is the greater master. So when light appears, darkness hide. It is sad to see what is going on. And I'm going to edit this. You know, me have a serious good managing director. She going to edit this serious, levels for what it is. Yeah, this is about COVID-19. It's a plan and it is a scheme. It is a plot by the principalities and their powers. Men that can say to us, stay in your yard, and we have to stay. The first thing the government did was to say, anybody break the curfew is going to be fined over $1 million. Them know so when Jamaican hear about $1 million, them a think whole heap of money and think of richness, and they know them position, they know so them not have the money. So therefore, make we give ear to this as rebellious as they say we can be. It is sad as some big mouth jellyback pastors out there see it and know it. Some of them so spirited, they get the vision and them not say nothing and have the government to manipulate poor people. Me ready to fight for this. Me ready to stand up. Me ready to start a revolution. That is why men like Martin Luther King and all these great men of old, these men will always be in history book because they are no nonsense. And as much as people think that they are rebellious and they can conquer us, these men fight for the truth. Marcus Garvey. If Marcus was alive right now, Jamaica would be one place free from this thing. You know why? He would have started a revolution. Ah, my dear friend, Minister Earl Archibald, is here saying, God bless you, sir. God bless you too and your family. He's now over there in the Florida area with his family and his father doing wonderful things. Man of God, we're praying for you and we're trusting. But I'm saying, I sit here in the silence of quarantine and silent on their reason, and it finally add up. They have an agenda that they must implement. Africa reject it, so they're knocking on Jamaica door. And Jamaica, oh my God, when we see that mighty green dollar, we forget the mighty God. But anywhere in the world, me there. And the revolution started Jamaica. Me, Pastor George Redeem, will be a part of it. Because me now fight for myself, me I fight for my children. All of a sudden, COVID-19 escalate in Jamaica, so. And people who can't see it and think for themselves, everybody dead of COVID-19. Now they are saying right here in Jamaica, because they don't have enough testing. You know, please say when they plan for release COVID-19, they know say if they put a shortage pan test, then go and narrate down to something where it look like everybody have corona. Minister Nash, Jamaica is currently undersized. God is about to do a new thing. God is about to do a new. Thank my brother. The of Jamaica will be lifted. Yes, the gates of Jamaica will be lifted up. Yeah, a reality. Yeah, the plan is to put fear in the people, and that's what is happening. That is really what's happening. Yeah, serious thing, because they know when people frighten, they can implement things and people not going to think for reason it out. I'm in a silence, I'm there in a quarantine, and I think, I watch the thing on the television, and I'll put the dots together and realize, say, you know what, if money pass, the money pass to say corona is on a rampant in Jamaica. So all when I know corona kill the people, they see the stabboon, the man gets stabbed in the heart, and they report the heart, and that's it when they say a corona kill the man. Serious. Me disturbed by it. Me vex. And I'm saying to those who are at decision making, God go and get to know. All every one of them. You go and be tormented till you can't torment it. You go and get the money there and can't spend it. Now they don't want the test. None of them now do the full test upon me, no. You have to do the test the right way to detect corona. And I'm going to tell you, say, because of shortage, you are just going to test people according to symptoms. So if me have a fever or a cold, you tell me, say, a corona, me have to get a corona big stick across your back. It's nonsense. Why? You think you can manipulate people's lives so? You know, see the oppression the Hebrew children went under in Egypt. And you know, see, say God made the Egyptians then kill themselves, pressure themselves just to defending people. Why you feel to say, you're bigger than me, you're better than me, you have more authority than me in the flesh, but you're not bigger than my God. Rosemary Campbell said, Pastor, don't worry. God will come in the midst of the storm. Yes, to deliver his people from wicked people. Yes, my brethren Errol Archibald joined in, and Archibald said, yes, the wheels of God, justice turn slow. Yes, but yeah, they grand exceedingly fine. So, well, yeah. I don't understand all that is there, but yeah. He is the defender of the weak. Yeah, and that is my consolation, you know. God see and him know. God see and him know. When Abraham down in Egypt and then taking, oh my God, then taking wife from him, and the king and plan say, yeah, I'm gonna put her in a one little G-string jars around there, so and make she dance 2 times, and then he got bed with her because him named king. You know, see what God do? God roast him a fire. God torment him. He couldn't touch her. Yeah? He couldn't touch her. Now I'm saying to us, open our eyes. I ask God to open our eyes and see what is going on. Principalities at work. Rulers of darkness is at work. Spiritual wickedness in high places is at work. Yes, you know what? You know the spiritual wickedness is unseen works. You can't see it in the physical. Unseen works. Yeah. It's sad to see what is going on. They're pushing everybody up against a wall. To be start calling. You soon see people start asking, why it never takes so long to come with a vaccine. You soon see. It's not the vaccine my problem, you know. It's the hidden agenda. Because same as how they rebel against the vaccination for children, me get vaccination as a child. All of you get vaccination as a child. But the generation before the vaccination is the same way they were behaving and carrying on to stop it. I see that it become mandatory till it become the new norm. As a woman get pregnant, she start think about 6 weeks after delivering, taking the child to get the first vaccine. That is where this is going to reach. And people mixing up the vaccine with the chip is 2 different things, 2 different scenes, and 2 different happening. The vaccination is just 1 step closer because they know if they get the vaccination mandatory, not long after that, they can get the chip to become mandatory because people go and rebel till they bow under pressure. And you think you would hear more pastors that talk about this and more doctors that talk about this. Up to now, I hear one prime minister from nowhere in the Caribbean come forward and say COVID-19 is a scam. Up to now. What's in the deal? Is it in the deal that you and your family will be all right? But sell out the people? What's the catch? My heart pained me when I was watching the television a while ago, and that's why I come to the forum. That's why I come. Because poor people's life is under pressure right now. Poor people have no voice. But as Minister Vivian Nash said, God is the defender of the weak. It's serious. It's serious. I've never been to Jamaica like this in my life. I never thought I would live to see a Jamaica like this. Neighbor afraid to talk to neighbor. Neighbor afraid to reason with neighbor. Nobody no one fellowship the way they're supposed to fellowship no more. Be it Christians or non-Christians. Fear is now reigning in the lives of my fellow Jamaican. And it bleeds my heart. And not much of them know that God has not given us a spirit of fear. Fear is the first breaking point of surrendering. People only surrender out of fear. We need some more Marcus Garvey to rise. We need some more Martin Luther King to rise. We need some more Nelson Mandela to rise. Right now, them man, they are hero. And we only get hero right now through entertainment. All the heroes been surfacing right now since the 20th century and the 21st century is through entertainment. We're the heroes for justice. are. Where are they? The thing disturbed me, Aya. Trust me, the thing disturbed me. And it always brings me back to a prophet Robert Nesta Bob Marley said. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for atomic energy, because none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets? Those who taught the truth. Those who point out the hidden agenda. Those who demask the hidden plans. While we stand aside and look, some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help me sing this song of freedom? 'Cause all I ever have is this redemption song. Yeah. Redemption. Buy back. Reclaim. Repossess. We need to stand up. Serious war is about to break out. Many, in giving this vaccine until it is perfected, it's going to die under the disguise of corona. I don't even believe some of who them said dead are dead. But then just every day putting out the death toll rising, driving serious fear. But God see and he knows. Make me whisper something, tell the whole of the leaders. The Bible says, God go and bring every hidden thing into judgment. Every hidden thing into judgment, whether it is good or evil. Worse if you don't repent of it. Because when you repent of it, you wipe the slate clean. Jamaicans, let us open our eyes. Something not right. See, Cayman Island right now, corona free. They're now wearing a mask. They're free, back to normal. Because they have a prime minister who said no licky and in lock down the airport from March. And now the airport now open. Now open till October. And if October the man feel to say if you go another while, they go. And Cayman now have no farming, nothing for survive like we Jamaican. We Jamaican, let me tell you something, we get sell out for a long time and not just now. But me I tell you, I'm ready for the revolution. I'm ready. So well, I know I hear me preach again or not, a few 4 o'clock that. But I'm saying to us, we have to stand up. I'm standing up for Kitania, Veronique, Arbine. I'm standing up for Esther, Arbine. I'm standing up for Jernella, Arbine. I'm standing up for Jernelia, Arbine. I'm standing up for Janelia, Arbine. I'm standing up for Jernel Jr. I'm standing up for Anushka, Arbine. I'm standing up. I'm standing up for Isaac Arbine. I'm standing up. I'm standing up for Joshua Arbine. I'm standing up. I'm standing up for Tailia Arbine. I'm standing up. I'm standing up. Me don't enjoy life already. Me don't see life what it is worth already. So if I have to stand up and put on my jacket and fight for my children, me gonna do it. That's the stand Joshua take when him say, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. You think him stand up in our bow tie, our nice jacket suit when him said that? He stand up with his sword in his hand and say, as for me and for my house, we are going to serve the Lord. So anybody try to stop that, I got dead. I'm standing up for my children because they are the future of tomorrow. They can't stand up for themselves. We have to start stand up. Who ready to stand up for their children? Despite you might lose your life. Who ready to stand up for your children? Despite they might imprison you. Who ready to stand up? Despite they might take your land and take your house and take your assets. Despite of all of that. Who is willing and ready to stand up? COVID-19 is a scam on humanity. Rosemary Campbell, Alta Marie says, talk the truth. Rosemary Campbell said we have to do what we have to do because God is in control. He's defending us. Yes. We have to stand up. I can't believe when I start connecting the dots. Jamaica land we love, the land of food and water, is under such a panic right now that if you bring water in a bottle, in a needle with syringe, people will take it to say that's it for them. People willing now to do anything to survive this. Let us stand up. That's all I have to say for now. But as me and silence one reason, I will be coming back to make you know what go on. See there? This is the quarantine paper what they give us. This is the quarantine paper what they give us. Me done the first week. Me done yes or no. Yeah? The entry negative to all the symptoms that they ask you if you are experiencing. Up here, so you're right. Your thermometer readings and all of them things there. And this a paper you then give it. Yeah? And I do everything with them if you do. I have my thermometer. Yeah? I do everything with them if you do. But I tell them I sit down here in a silence and silence. I talk to me and I connect the dots. My friend Archie, Uncle Archie, man of God Archie, we definitely need to link up. Because you've been foreseeing some things that you were saying to me long before it reached to this, that I can say, trust me, I've got to talk to you and show you things. Because you and I have had conversations and I'm seeing the things you are saying coming to pass right now. Share this video for popularity statistics. Make somebody know what I go on, Pantapa what I go on. We get sell out by the rich and famous. But upon this rock I build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. The gates of hell, Bill Gates, Gate Foundation. The gates of hell shall not prevail against it. I know an easy thing I go on here. Masterminds are at work. I trick the people. I do them things to implement them things. But there is an unseen eyes that watching. Me ready for the revolution. Me ready. I've been trained for this. Ready. Ready. And I'm fighting for my children. Every one of them. Me I fight for. Ready. So until then, big up and bless upon yourself. But this not normal. Rising toll rate in Jamaica, record rate. in Jamaica. Look at Antigua, when I have what Jamaica have to sustain. Antigua band them belly, and then bam, see that them thing a shrink. Antigua, they now a good place right now. You see the levels. Yeah, look where Jamaica gone. In our community spread. Why? Why? How we do everything where everybody else do? Could it be that some money really pass on the table? No. Until then, you know. Yeah, this is just my talk. Me and silence are reason in quarantine about COVID-19. Bless upon yourself.